Good morning, Namaskar, Suprabhatam. I, Mrs. Ramkumari Karnahke, the educationalist and the poet, along with Mr. Ravi Shukla sir, the owner of TNB. We are here to welcome our new friend. She is from Korean country, and today we are going to discuss the very important topic STEM. Before that, friends, let's talk about the TNB. TNP is a channel where we are giving platform for the people who are from the political, economically and socially background. And here, especially, we are discussing about the educational factor. And in this TNB channel, from this TNB channel, we are inviting our friends from different countries and we are learning from them the different they are the experts in different and important area, so we are here in this TNB platform to learn many more things along with their experiences. So once again we are going to welcome Professor Neda. Welcome, madam.
Thank you. Thank you. Greetings from Croatia. I want to thank the TNB for this invitation. And I'm really honored to be here today and deliver my topic, STEM in education.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, we know your profile is very expressive and interesting. Could you please tell us more about you?
Yes, I'm working, I'm assistant professor on the University of Economics, Business, Tourism Split. Also, I'm working like a professor in a vocational educational school, training school, and a honorary for here. Also in India, we are everywhere for the International Internship University. If we are talking about the fields, I'm really lot in many fields, and like mathematics, statistics, informatics, entrepreneurship. I finished the Faculty of Economics, and also I finished the. I'm a mechanical engineer and with a diploma in informatics. So lifelong learning. I can say I'm still learning. I'm still learning every day, and I'm really happy. And if you ask me again, what would you like to be? I would like to be an educator because when I finish my study, I work in the economy. It is really interesting to work in economy, but that education is really special. Is a really special field because you can be everything. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you can learn. You need to learn to be an entrepreneur, and that is why we need to be the first on the list in the economy, and if we talk about social and economic growth.
Thank you, ma'am, for your brief introduction. We are really overwhelmed having you here. Ma'am, as a subject, in different fields, we are learning economics, we are learning maths, we are learning science. Okay, then why? What is the importance of STEM?
Why today STEM? STEM is very important. When we talk about the STEM, we are thinking. We are thinking on the science, we are thinking on the technology, on the engineering. And today, if we don't have innovations, because or innovations in education, today what we learn tomorrow is already old. So That is very important. That is very important, STEM, for the child from the early age. We need to train our our children to think, because today the situation with the high end technology, uh, everything needs, and students need to have all the skills of 21st century. We are in the era of the fourth industrial revolution. We know that we have today new demands. We need to have new skills. So that side is coming from the STEM, because when we say science is in any field. Technology, we know technology is not only working with a computer. Today, machine learning, robotics, AR, VR. We have a lot of things, and who is it coming? If we don't have the engineers, if we don't them, who will make that? Can a lawyer make a machine? So today the situation in the world is going, everyone wants to be a doctor, a lawyer, but we need to learn our students, and to motivate them and to inspire them to do the things in STEM. So that they don't need to be some a big thing. Little things, many little things make a big thing. So we will see today in my session a lot of things. What can we do in education? What a woman can do in science? Competitions, many competitions. That is the best way to motivate, to inspire your students, and then they are very creative, innovative. Their critical thinking skills. In the competitions, they need to make the tasks where you need to have how to solve a problem. Math is when we start from the beginning. You need math, because today we know that we have the four main operations. If we don't know substitution, addition, multiplying, how can we live? So that is a literacy. Today we have a lot of literacy, and digital literacy, eco literacy, media literacy, financial literacy. All is necessary, and all of that, you can say that STEM is not only biology, chemistry. That is all STEM today. All things are involved in the STEM.
That's a great, ma'am. And till now, what we were saying, no, कि when we know the computer, we are calling ourselves techno savvy. But you have cleared the terms that in technology, only computers and mobiles are not there. Many more things are there, which we
Yes.
need to learn. Thank you for this, ma'am. Ma'am, as a woman, why STEM attracts you? What is there? What is the things which attracts you there to be?
What is very attractive like a woman to be in STEM? As I said at the beginning, when I was introducing myself, like example, I am one of the women in the STEM. Making that things. I want to say that in Europe, and not only in Europe. We have the groups called scientists, and as a professor on the university, you have a duty. You need to write science papers. You need to make a lot of inventions, because today there is no topic which you can't find on the internet, in the Bible text, or anywhere. And like example, you mentioned the mobile. I have a lot of subjects in, like example, in entrepreneurship. If we want to make a great job, a new innovation, I, like a woman, I need to know coding. I need to know many things, and I have that is my interested from the early age. I can say it from the early age because many girls like to play with the dolls, like to watch TV, but I always do some kind of things, some kind of innovations, and with apps for the mobile, different kinds of games. So I can say that today, in Europe, almost maybe in 5 countries, you can say that the women are first on the first place. But women has today are very important. And if we go to the history, you know that in each field, in each subject, we have the famous woman with the famous inventions, and you need to love that. Like each job you are working, you need to love that, and that is that. So you will see today, like in statistics. I really don't have problem with motivating my students. They are really motivated. When I see them and I say, for you, for your job, you need them. I have many students, women students, who are really inspired. And if you make events, and if you have and if you see that they are gifted for some things, and if you make your learning, if you do a personalized learning for the students, that is very important, and you can have a great woman in science. I can say women can do the same things like a man today. And we can there is not the theory is not good when someone said a woman cannot do that. Maybe some women do not do all the works like the men, but it is not the truth that they don't know to do that.
That's really great, ma'am. Women can do anything in a very perfect manner. They can do. Ma'am, could you please tell us the advantages of this STEM?
Okay. Okay, so so let's make a little walk through my presentation, so we can answer on the many things. We can answer on many things which we are talking today. So we start from this topic, why I choose them in education. I can say honestly that I can use a lot of topics because I'm in many fields, in the entrepreneurship, in the innovations, in the statistics, in the science, in the technology. So each one topic for me is the same. So here you see I'm coming from Croatia. This is my university in Split. My school. Croatia is a beautiful small country, and I can say if you had a chance visit country, and you will meet and see many things until you don't see till today. I said for International Internship University. I'm a board member of the virtual university, the country director of Croatia, and the president of Research Center. So now I also calling each one of you here, if you are interested in innovations, in science, in technology, be free and contact me and join me, and we can do a lot of things together. So Why science and why to be an engineer? I'm really motivating students to this field. Why? Not only if they have a sense or if they can do that, or because today you can you can really we know that we all live from the money, and in this field you can do private, you can do for the government, the jobs or anywhere, and this is really it is a really you can get a job, you can go after the school directly to the trade, and you are always on the first place if you are monitoring the situation in the world, because one thing today in USA, tomorrow it is in the China and everywhere in the world. So we start from the introduction. Why STEM? Why STEM and why STEM in the education? We know that first we need to have a quality education, and if we want to have a quality education, we need to go through the very important dimensions. And what it means today, everything is sustainability, sustainable. Everything what we do needs to be sustainable. And uh, what is our aim? We need to get the outcomes when we are learning something. We have an aim and we need to realize the outcomes. So these skills today are very important. And we want to know what is STEM education, the goals, the pardon, what are the principles, why it is important, why are you interested, can it be fun, is it boring, and etc. So science, technology, engineering, math. That is we can say that is a abbreviation, acronyms of the STEM today, and we need to integrate them. And here you see all the fields. And STEM is coming from United States of America. 1990, the STEM, we can say that is the start of the STEM, and all of these branches are involved. You see, chemistry, biology, math, physics. Maybe somebody thinks only that. No, we have all the types of engineering, mechanical, electrical, then in informatic, bioinformatic, biomechanic. All these branches are today involved in STEM. And you see, uh, we know when we are talking about STEM, we are mentioning only few of the fields, but we have really lot, and each country is using and implementing all of these types here. So what is science and what is technology? Is there a difference? Of course that there is a difference. We see that from the definitions, from the main definition, that the science is a study of the nature and behavior. We can talk about today. We know that we need a value-based education, and there are many crises, value crises in the education. And if we start from the science, like a study, if we can science will help us today to bring conclusions, and everything what we are doing like a scientist. We are making researches, and uh, after the researches hypothesis, we can get a conclusion, and that is the first step. So science, we can say all the experiments are coming from science. First, when you are making a kind of invention or innovation, first you need to make a kind of experiment. You need to have that types of the measurement, and then technology, you can implement it by that technology. that is why we are talking that technology is a knowledge, and using how to use the knowledge. Engineering also is a knowledge, and here we get the constructions. We can make the design. Engineers can make the design, so we know what are the jobs of the engineers. And math you need to use to make a to make a to make a implementation of all of these three. But math is not only math. We know that we have numbers in chemistry, in biology. Everywhere we need the qualitative and quantitative methodology. So the subjects, I said, STEM, we can have subjects in the primary school, in the secondary school, in all. Geography is also a STEM subject and very important subject. Uh, if you don't know geography today, how can we travel? How can we know? Today, I'm in Croatia. TNB is in India, and we see that the location is not a problem. And we are today online, and everywhere can we can travel everywhere. So let's talk about the new things. Integration. The main thing is how to integrate all of these fields. Can each one be divided? And if I talk about my country or Europe, I can say that STEM is already in the kindergarten, in the primary school, and in other parts in subjects of students. What are the STEM goals? We have in STEM a lot of goals, and you need to understand why we need STEM and why it is very important. So, always said that the first goal is the obvious, and then we go through the other goals, how to apply them, what are the skills, which skills we need, in which discipline we need. Will we do it alone? Will we work in the pair, or it will be a group? So here are a lot of the aims. And first, when you when you are starting a kind of job, you need to have your aim, because that is very important. STEM has the aim, but you need to have your own aim. And today, in STEM, like in everywhere, you need to have an integration. It need to be inclusive. It is a connection for the students. And how to make it in the 21st how to make it in the 21st century. That is really a challenge for the students, because that is something that they are not doing in every moment. Everything they really need to think. They need to combine, and that is why I tried to mix it all up. Everything they know needs to be integrated in one, and they need to use all the knowledges, and they need to use all the skills they have. And I can say that after that work, they get many new skills. They are brushing their skills, and that is today. That is why it is very important to always be an inspiration for your students. And it really depends a lot of your work. And like I said, that if we educators today are not innovative, creative, and if I don't know something, how can I teach my student to do that thing if I don't know that? And We have a lot of gifted students, and if the students ask me, how will I feel if my student asks me something and I don't know the answer? So STEM will help you in each one field I said before. And if it is not new, and for STEM we need to have lot of skills. Uh, we need to have first math. How how can I learn math if I don't have the that kind of skill, if I don't need to have a skill for the math, and I cannot do that effectively. And that is the reason why today many students have a problem with the STEM subjects. In science, you need to make like I said, you need to make the tempo. What it means, the tempo. Will you work faster or slower? And that is why we have today. You see, in 2022, we have a demand of the skills. Which are the skills? You today, data literacy and cloud computing and cloud storage, negotiation, collaborative. Everything needs to be collaborative. Creativity, leadership. If someone asks you, are you a leader? Maybe you will say, no, I'm not a leader. Leaders are not only the managers. Leaders are not only the people who are running their own business. You are a leader in your job, and every one of you is a leader. If you are even you are education, you need to have that courage, and that that means courageous leadership. And how to recognize. Today it is very important to know what the employees what the employees today need. In which field will you be oriented? And like I said, that STEM fields are always on the first place. Always on the first place. And before Corona, after Corona, and always. And our life, freely, I can say, today depends about this. Because today the robotics are making the surgery, and artificial intelligence is in each pore of our life today. And you see this presentation, my presentation, you have an option. Click and go on Croatian. You can translate in any language, and that you maybe don't know that is also a type of AI. Translating, making that selects all the all these teams, Google Meet, every this whole things are in the part of the STEM. And what are the most profitable? When we want to talk about the industry, I said we are in the fourth industry, and the industry is today we need these skills for learning, web development, cloud computing, big data, and I mentioned artificial intelligence and machine learning. Let's see here. Here are the 21st century skills. I will mention here 4C: communication, collaboration. You see, today, what we need to have, all this is for us and for our students. And how to teach? We need to know how to teach these skills. I said at the beginning, it depends about us. And let's see the whole basic skills, because we know that we have a lot of skills. Creativity, critical analyzing. What it means be a critical analyze, teamwork, collaboration, communication always, not digital is one of the basic, but we need all the literacy I said and problem solving. Each one we mentioned until now. What are the examples? You see here, this is in the subjects. Growing plants from seeds, agriculture, conducting surveys. We need surveys. Every day we are making surveys. If we are making our analyze, we use graphic, not only the text, because from the graphics we will get the results. And to make graphics, we know that we need a lot of digital tools, different digital tools, different digital programs for make it. Like example, we have MS today, and MS Excel is great to make a forms, MS forms, or Google form, or we can use Mentimeter. So we have a lot of different tools to make surveys, and that is coming from the model called summer. We know that we have a summer model, and the summer model use all the active verbs, the Bloom's taxonomy. It is coming from the Bloom taxonomy. So even we know today that first is always remembering, then understanding. After understanding is analyzing. When we knew to analyze something, it is then evaluation. After evaluation, we can say that we are coming to the constructions, to the designs, and that is a part of the STEM. So you see how coding a computer. What is an example of coding? I would say I do that a lot with my students, make them code, because if we want to make a quality research, if we want to write a science paper, if they are doing a research, they need coding, because if we talk about woman and man, that is very specific, because we need to code the data before we are putting them in our research there. So that is the type of coding. Here are some skills. Problem solving we already mentioned. What it requires, what is the sense of the problem. Then creativity, then inquiry skills. What it means, inquiry skills. Also for the solving problems. Math and science skills. I said that we need, and we learn it from the first day in the school, to solve many problems. Engineer design thinking, that is from the part of the engineering. What are the problems? How to make a test, how to make a prototype, how to make a design. Critical thinking, need to be very, you have many ideas, how to put your ideas in one, how to make a synthesis of your ideas and for your solutions. Collaboration. Today on this platform, I hope that we are collaborating. Please be free, write if you have any questions, we will answer them. And so we come to the question, what is STEM and what is not STEM? And today, many of you don't know the difference between STEM and STEAM. That is, the difference is in the letter A. If we say STEAM, we have art, and art is involved in that. So art is not only a term, art is involved like a job, and like an inclusion in the part of this. This photo I choose because you see our amazing students. They are working, they are relaxing. Uh, educator teacher is here, and he is trying to motivate them. But I'm sure that every one of you who is in the field of education don't have a problem, and everyone, each of you are today a multidisciplinary person like STEM, because if you are not multidisciplinary, it is very hard for you to work today. So that is a STEM is a modern approach, and STEM is not equipment like we said at the beginning. STEM is not only the computer and the laptop. It is not only a robot. Everything today which is coming very modern, and everything which helps you to solve your problem, we can say that it is coming from the STEM. All we mentioned here, this, and our role like a teacher is very important. In You see that in every minute I'm repeating that we are the person who is the role model for the students. And be sure that each one, if you have a student who is in the competition of biology, chemistry, math, it also comes from you, because you make great your job. You make a success, and all the gold medals which your student get, be sure that you are really a big part of their success. We have a development here. This The students are little science. Yes, they are. And this little robotics, the child from they are learning to make the robotics now in the kindergarten, and how to give them the voice. And each one, not only the professors in this kind of subject, English teacher, if the children make a little robot, the teacher from English is helping him to to learn the language. And you can learn the language by doing the technology and the technique steps in this. And many, I can say today that a lot of teachers in the primary schools are really educated, are really have a lot of digital knowledge. And that is great. That is great, teaching the students from the early age. And I want, like me personal, wants to thank to all the teachers in primary school, because when we have a teacher who invests a lot in the student, we get the great students later in higher phases of learning. This is about Croatian. We have a lot of advantages in the STEM. What is the advantage for us, and what is the main important? I can say that the advantages are going through workshop. This is also advantage, a training session, a workshop, a game, an experiment. Advantages also when we make interactive things. Today here, who we are together on this great platform TNB, and you have a chance to talk and to have a lot of topics, a lot of educators together on this great platform. Here I put one link. I will not open this link, but I will tell. Infographics. this is one infographic, one visual infographic. And if you want to explain something very important, and if you want to start a lesson or anything today, a good infographic can help you, because you know that sometimes a lot of sometimes that you have a few photos, a picture can say more than a lot of the words. So why choose STEM? Because you need to analyze each one of these parts. I put that science is very important for food, for health, for leisure time, technologies for the daily lives, for the work, for the home. Engineering is for the design. I said, if you like to, and if you want to work in this field, design is for the buildings, for the bridges, machines. Math is also a part of a core skill. Today we have the soft skills and the hard skills, and math is the core skill. Let's go to some of the examples. The very important question is, which way can you motivate your students? First is that you need to recognize people who advance STEM. uh, if I'm in that part, that maybe a student, that we make a lot of surveys in our work, and that our students are evaluating us in each of our subjects. Maybe if I make my student interested, if he or she likes my subject, that is also a good recognition to go to study something in the STEM. Then you see a lot of people around yourself. You know that today we have great personalities in this field. If we say Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and there are a lot of names who have who had a big place in this. That is also a big motivation. And pardon, each lesson you start, and when you start, you need to have a introduction, and the best way to make a best introduction is a motivational part, and that is motivation. You need to focus on the main things. You need to say what are the skills and what you will get from the STEM. And this five, you see, don't limit your students to gender stereotypes. We already said woman today is equal to a man, and there is not a job that woman cannot do today. I can say from my like example me. First, my first study is mechanical engineering, and I really feel it on on my own self. When I finished that, I get a job. I get a job immediately, but that job was not very interesting for me. It was only a kind of a administrative job. Why? Because the chief, my chief and my director had a vision in his head that a woman cannot do that kind of the things, you know. And uh, I want to prove to each one, if a woman can finish that kind of university, how can someone think that a woman cannot do that? There were days and nights drawing. There were days and nights of practice. So that is I can say still today we have that gender stereotype, especially in this field, in the STEM fields. So that I always said to my students, don't be scared. You can always do what you like. And if one person don't recognize your knowledge, be sure that there is another person and you will get an opportunity. So that is especially for the women who are in this field. Don't hesitate. Be free and choose it and learn and do what you like. Here is International Internship University. I can set an example of the virtual university who is investing a lot in many fields. The International Internship University has more than 1,000+ courses, and one of the fields is and one of the courses is also STEM. It's STEM part like machine learning, deep learning, Python. And if you are choosing a virtual university, IIU is a great place to grow and to learn. And like example from the artificial intelligence, you have the basic courses, and you can learn with the experts from all around the world. Now is setting a STEM lab. So you can set a STEM lab in your school. What it includes 3D printing, math tools, coding, robotics. So, and you can apply for this STEM lab. Just a moment. How I do this in my country? In my country and in Europe, every year we have a STEM campaign. This STEM campaign involves STEM competition. Then you make a STEM lesson. After that, you can write a STEM story. See, this is students draw it alone to discovery a campaign. You see how many activities and schools. This is we are involved from the first day in this discovery campaign. Competitions, and this is a great way to motivate your students and to involve them in the STEM competitions. This is this year 2022. I want to show you that I was involved. This right on Croatia. I was involved in a STEM week where the topic was women in the science. Women in the science, and in my country today, the sciences and the women really are empowering. A lot of grants are given to the women to be in STEM. Students are getting the grants to study the STEM. Also, not only to be a woman, to be an entrepreneur. You see what the students do. There were workshops. This is a workshop called M and Me. They are here exploring. They are learning. Very important things and making lessons in the STEM. In the gallery, it was in a gallery. In the gallery were presented. We had all these 50 great women in the science. Pardon. And the
Yes,
task was
Madam. Thank you so much. You have shared all the beautiful pictures with us, and you have guided us completely about the STEM. We are really grateful to you that you have given us the precious and fruitful information to us. Dear friends, In next week, we will be there with new guest, with new topic. Till then, bye bye. Good night. Namaste.